Hi students, do you know what is tourist attraction? Tourist attraction is a physical or cultural feature of a particular place that individual travelers or tourists perceive as capable of meeting one or more of their specific leisure-related needs. There are 7 physical tourist attractions. There are 7 days in a week, 7 wonders of the world, 7 continents in the world, even Snow White have 7 dwarfs. So, you must remember that physical tourist attractions also consist of 7 attractions. Number 1. Natural landscape. 2. Hills and mountains. 3. Plateau. 4. Desert and valley. 5. Island and beaches. 6. Rivers and lakes. And number 7. Sea and oceans. How to remember all these 7 physical tourist attractions? By remembering this mnemonic. Nina hates pancake dipped in raspberry syrup. Nina or Nana or Nunu, whatever names that you like as long as it starts with N, is for natural landscape. A natural landscape is one that is unaffected by human activity, which means that it is intact or undamaged when all living and non-living elements are free to move and live. Next is H. H stands for hills and mountain. A hill is a usually rounded natural elevation of land lower than a mountain, and several seeds of plants planted in a group rather than a row. Meanwhile, a mountain is a large landform that stretches above the surrounding land in a limited area, usually in the form of a peak, and generally steeper than a hill. How do you differentiate between mountain and hill? This is very easy. To spell mountain, you need 8 alphabets, but a hill only need 4. So basically, a mountain is bigger than a hill. Pancake. P is for plateau. A plateau, also called a high plain or tableland, is an area of highland, usually consisting of relatively flat terrain. Do you know that the largest and highest plateau is Tibetan Plateau, known as Roof of the World? The second largest is Antarctic Plateau, and the third largest is Andean Plateau in South America, that lies in the middle of Andes Mountain. Isn't that interesting? Then, we go to the next physical tourist attraction. Nina hates pancake dip in raspberry syrup. Next is dip. D. D for desert and valley. Remember, desert, not desert. Desert. A desert is a landscape or region that receives an extremely low amount of precipitation, less than enough to support growth of most plants. Deserts are defined as areas with an average annual precipitation or less than 200 millimeters per year. Meanwhile, valley is a low area of land between hills or mountain, typically with a river or stream flowing through it. It starts with alphabet I for island and beaches. Island or isles is any piece of subcontinental land that's surrounded by water. And a beach is a landform alongside a body of water, which consists of loose particles such as sand, gravel, shingle, pebbles, or cobblestones. Raspberry. R for rivers and lakes. A river is a natural watercourse, usually fresh water flowing towards an ocean. A lake is a body of relatively still fresh or salt water of considerable size localized in a basin that is surrounded by land. Every time when I ask my students about the differences between river and lake, they will say that the river will always flow but not the lake. But actually, an open lake is a lake where water consistently flows out under almost all climatic circumstances. In a closed lake, no water flows out. A water which is not evaporated will remain in closed lake indefinitely. So, please try to differentiate these two tourist attractions accordingly. The last one is syrup, S for sea and oceans. A sea generally refers to a large body of salt water. An ocean is a major body of seawater or salt water. The Earth's ocean covers approximately 71% of Earth's surface, or 361 billion square kilometers. Huh? What's the difference? The only difference between them is the spelling. Yes, many people use term ocean and sea interchangeably when speaking about the ocean, but there is a difference between the two terms geographically. Seas are smaller than oceans and are usually located where land and ocean meet. Typically, seas are partially enclosed by land. Here in the picture, you can see that Bering Sea is part of the Pacific Ocean. So, now you know the basic 7 physical tourist attractions. Nina hates pancake dipped in raspberry syrup is an alternative to help you remember all 7 attractions. Remember the word, recognize the alphabet, then relate them with the 7 physical attractions. That's all for now. Good luck and thank you very much.